Welcome back to Tutorials, and thanks for joining us for week 5. This week we're going to be having a closer look at green tea. It is probably fair to say that many people have a less than pleasant experience the first time they try green tea. This is usually down to the not so great green tea that sometimes finds its way into tea bags. It is also easy to brew green tea slightly wrongly. Despite this, sales of green tea still form one of the biggest growth sectors of the tea industry. This is largely down to the positive press green tea gets in relation to its reported health benefits. But what is green tea? Like all real tea, green tea is also a product of the Camellia sinensis plant. China and Japan are likely the most famous green tea producing countries, although plantations the world over are now also producing some fine green tea. Green tea undergoes virtually no oxidation at all. Indeed, one of the crucial steps in processing green tea is to fix the leaves, or kill green, effectively halting any natural oxidation at all. This is a step in tea processing peculiar to green tea. Fixation is achieved by heating the leaves soon after they have been harvested. There are two common methods of doing this. One is to steam the leaves, normally associated with Japanese methods, and the other is to heat the leaves in a pan, usually more common in Chinese production. Once the leaves have been treated in this way, they will keep their green colour. This step is usually followed by shaping or rolling the leaves before they are fully dried and ready for consumption. Green tea has been drunk religiously in many parts of Asia for literally thousands of years. Many of the world's famous tea drinking ceremonies centre around the preparation and enjoyment of green tea. It is thought that the first green tea drunk was in China as far back as 2737 BC. Something to be careful with when making green tea is the brewing process. We are all perhaps a little used to just boiling the kettle and pouring the still very hot water over our usual brew. Green tea, however, requires a little more attention. Ideally, you should use water about 80 degrees C and brew the tea for just about 1 or 2 minutes. Using water that is too hot and steeping the leaves for too long will generally result in a strong, bitter, astringent flavour. Green tea ought to be a thing of delicacy. Using lovely large leaves and getting the brewing just right will result in a very pleasant and refreshing tea drinking experience. The best bit is, you can often brew the leaves 2 or 3 times. Get your hands on some good loose leaf green tea, perhaps a Chinese gunpowder green or a Japanese sencha. Take a minute to brew it just right and put aside those memories of nasty strong bitter flavours. A well-made pot of green tea is a true delight. Next week we will consider yellow tea and oolong tea.